Hey, what is going on? It is Wednesday, April 20th, 2022, and welcome to Coding with Shaft. Here we are. I've taken a few days of a hiatus because I was working on some other projects. But yeah, I'm back at it, and I think I'm going to try to be continuous about this regardless of what other projects I have going on, because I want to keep dropping that coding algo knowledge and just keep you sharp for coding interviews and other things that you want to do with becoming an expert in algorithms. Okay, not to say that I'm an expert, because I'm learning this stuff with you. I know a fair amount of this stuff, but I find myself enjoying doing these coding problems and keeping myself sharp every day. So with that being said, let's get on to find the difference of two arrays. That's Leetcode 2215. And before I continue, remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, comment, leave me some feedback, let me know how I'm doing, and let me know how you like this channel. I enjoy making these videos, and I appreciate being able to increase the algorithm's effectiveness in promoting my content. So anyway, with that being said, let's get on with this problem. It's an easy problem. Given two zero-indexed integer arrays, nums1 and nums2, return a list answer of size 2, where answer of 0 is a list of all distinct integers in nums1 which are not present in nums2. Answer 1 is a list of all distinct integers in nums2 which are not present in nums1. Note that the integers in lists may be returned in any order. Okay, so your example is nums1 equals 1, 2, 3, nums2 equals 2, 4, 6. The output is a list of 1, 3, and 4, 6. And so basically, the numbers that are exist in list 1 that don't exist in list 2, that's the value for the first list. The numbers that exist in set 2 but don't exist in list nums1 are the value for the second list. So 1 and 3 don't exist in 2, 4, 6, so that's 1 and 3. So the first answer is 1 and 3. 2 does exist, and in 2, 4, 6, 2 exists in the first list, so you only return 4 and 6. Okay, so that should be pretty self-explanatory. And then distinct, the keyword distinct also is highlighted. That's applicable to the second example, where you have 1, 2, 3, 3, and 1, 2, 2, 2. So you have, in the first list, you have 3 that doesn't appear. 3 is the only number that doesn't appear in the second list, so you just return that once. You have 2 3s in there, but you have to only return 3 once. That's kind of the key here. And in the second list, you have 1, 1, 2, 2. And both 1 and 2, regardless of the number of times they appear in the second list, they actually do appear at least once in the first list, so you return null or empty. So this, I think, should be pretty straightforward. Basically, want to do the keyword distinct kind of gives you a hint on what to use here to solve this problem efficiently. And when you're looking for distinct numbers, what is the first thing you should think about? It's the set, right? The hash set. So let's create 2 hash sets. One for the values in each array. Okay, this way we not only have quick access to the elements in the array all of one time, which we'll need, but we'll need also quick access to determine if the array contains a value without iterating through the value. That's kind of the entire array. That's kind of the canonical reason for the hash set. In our case, we're going to also use the hash set in a similar way. So basically, one hash set will contain the elements that are in one list and not the other, and the other hash set will contain the elements in the other list and not the first. Okay, that's this first start. So I'm going to first add my elements from each array to each hash set. So nums1 dot length plus nums1 set dot add nums1. Okay, so that's just adding the elements, and all duplicates will be eliminated at this point, right? So we can just literally copy this line here, because the same thing will be done for the second set. And just for good measure, and differentiation. I just changed the array index to j. Okay. So so I guess here we're going to do the comparison between array elements. Okay. So first, what we're going to do, we're going to see. We're going to start with the first array and see which elements from the second list are not in the first array, and if they are, then we're going to remove them. Okay, from the first set. That you'll see what I'm talking about when I write it out, but that's kind of the gist of the logic. We have to clean each set of elements that shouldn't be present and return what's left, if that's a good way to think about it. So I'm iterating through the elements of num1. I'm doing this iteration again. There's probably a faster way I can do this without having to do 2 iterations along the same array, but for now let's just aim for clarity. Okay, so basically elements in the second set, I'm trying to remove whatever's in the first set. Okay, and then vice versa. Int j equals 0, j. I'm not just going to copy this one. This is a similar structure, but I'm just going to write it out so you can watch and absorb. Nums2 set contains nums2, have I? Nums2 set, remove nums2 of I. Okay, so nums2 set contains nums2, nums2 remove nums2. Okay, so basically, we should change this, right? Because we're now clearing elements that are in the first set. And then finally, we have our answers at this point. We just need to format them in a way that the return value will accept. So this is just kind of a nice Java 11, I guess, API. Java 11 deals with streams and collectors. I guess they were trying to be more modern, so to speak. But yeah, this is just something to get used to if you're not used to how Java works. So basically, all this is doing is converting the sets into a list, right? And that's just to save a few lines, right? And do it more, I guess, declaratively. Okay, I don't want to just iterate and just do more I's and J's and etc. So let's see what happens. 27. Am I missing a value? I might have an extra paren. And let's see. Add. Not like add blocks. What am I missing? Nums1 set. Nums1 and nums2. And that's what I get for just copying and pasting in my own code here. And indexes around line 11, so okay. J. Let's see if this works. Oh, J. Line 22. Nums2 J. Whoa. Get one that. And there you go. That's the answer. Okay, after a few. Okay, great. And so, yeah, there you go. So, I wouldn't trust the speed because if I run it, it gets faster and slower. I don't know how Leetcode at times that I've mentioned that before. Okay, so that's that video, quick one. If you like that video, please again like, subscribe, and leave me some feedback. I appreciate your time and thank you for watching. See you again tomorrow.